Well, one of the great parts about, working as a realtor and with you as a loan officer is the opportunity that we get to work with our clients and to bring about them, achieving their goals. And a huge aspect of that is the lending process. That's really where it begins, is, our clients coming to meet you and talk to you about their financials. And, that can be a little bit personal,
A little personal. Yeah. Very personal.
If you're just showing up and you're like, okay, this is what I make for money, this is my credit status, that can feel a little intimidating.
Oh, yeah.
So, one thing about you that I feel like in working with you is, you're super approachable and extremely kind-hearted. So I just feel like having the chance here to talk with you is a good opportunity for us to convey that, it's not going to be this big intimidating process. That if you are interested in a home loan, come talk with Aubrea. She's going to get you set in a track to, get it figured out and get you lined up with the home loan that you best qualify for.
Yeah, I feel like, thank you for that, first of all. Appreciate that compliment. That's very nice. And I do try to be that way. I think that the home loan process, especially for brand new buyers, like if what is credit and, how do I manage it and, how do I get a home loan? It's just kind of loan 101. I want to buy a house. Now what do I do? Buyers is to make the process not seem overwhelming or scary. And really the first part of that is just having a conversation. Right now, the last couple months, I've not been able to do very many face-to-face meetings, but, a lot can be conveyed over the phone. And even before somebody, fills out an online application, I just like to get on the phone with them and say, hey, what questions do you have? Where are you at in the process? What is your situation? Because from that piece, I can kind of gauge what to tell them next. Like, for example, if they're, I'm going to move out of my parents' house in 6 or 8 months, and I'm just kind of starting the conversation right now. Okay, great. I'm going to have, follow-up questions and give that person, enter them into the home buying process a little differently than somebody who's like, oh my God, my landlord is crazy. I have to get out of here in the next 30 days and I'm scrambling to get a down payment together. What are my options?
Yes.
So the urgency there can sometimes dictate the conversation.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I'd love to have all my clients that want to buy 2 years from now talking to me right now so I can get them set up.
Yes.
But ultimately my job is to give people all their options and educate them on what they need to do or can do so that they can make a decision for when it's the time.
Is right.
Yeah. The other thing too, a lot of people, and this is not just first time home buyers, but a lot of people, they are very scared or intimidated about me pulling their credit or talking about credit.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is credit is confusing.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
If you just looked at I don't even want to know what it said.
Your credit's great, don't worry. Yeah, so, even for me, when I first moved up here, I was renting because I didn't want to buy right away. And I had to fill out a application for a rental. And my landlord pulled my credit, and I was thinking, I hope it's good. Of course,
right.
I know it's good, but then you still, at that moment, you're like, oh my God, what are they going to uncover?
Yeah.
And let me just put it out there that I've only been doing this for 2 years, and I already feel like I've seen it all. So there's nothing on a credit report that I'm suddenly going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to work with this client anymore. It's not a scarlet letter. It's not a report card. And your credit is going to go up and down. I've been through a divorce. Not great for the credit.
I have been too.
Yep.
I know.
Life happens, and
yeah.
So sometimes you have higher credit balances, sometimes you have lower. Sometimes it makes sense to file for bankruptcy. So credit should not be something that you should be embarrassed about. Even if you're worried about it or you have low credit, the first person you should talk to is a lender.